Rodeo Houston continues down in Houston, but a guy that did very well in his Super Series. In fact, it was the very first Super Series to kick off Rodeo Houston, Super Series #1. Bareback rider Nick Pelke joins us right now on the show. Nick, thanks for joining us here on Western Sports Roundup.
Thank you.
I want to start this off kind of with the inevitable question. This was your first trip ever to Rodeo Houston, and as a young bareback rider, I got to know from you, when you walked into NRG Stadium that first day, was it kind of eye-opening for you?
Yeah, it actually was. It's such a big stadium, and yeah, I ain't never been in such a big arena like that in my life.
Well, you obviously didn't let any of those jitters bother you any at all, because obviously you came out as the Super Series 1 most money earned there at Rodeo Houston. But I want to bring up something, too. We'll get into more Rodeo Houston here in just a second, but you're inside the top 15 in the world standings. In fact, you're number 14, the way I've got it figured as of right now. You're having a really good year. What do you think is going different for you this season compared to, say, last year, where you ended up in the top 25 in the world standings? But 2024 has already kicked off a pretty good year for you.
Yeah, I've had a I've had a lot of opportunities this year, especially with Rodeo Houston being, got to go there for my first time. And I think last year on my rookie card, I didn't have quite the I didn't know what I was really getting myself into. And this year I feel a lot more comfortable and feel like I belong there.
Well, I kind of agree with that. You definitely look like, to me, you belong there, especially those 3 rides that we watched at Rodeo Houston. Let's highlight some of those. Of course, you definitely won a round or 2. I guess you tied for first in a round. Kind of talk us through some of these rides and what you thought when you were going through these rides for 3 rounds at Rodeo Houston.
Oh, I just tried to control my emotions the best I could and not make any mistakes. I was really lucky and got on 3 really nice horses in all 3 rounds and was able to get the most out of all of them and somehow came out on top.
Boy, you did exactly that. And again, this year, as I mentioned, as we're still watching some of your rides from Rodeo Houston, the year's been good to you. Won Perry, Georgia, the Cinch World's Toughest. A couple of those rodeos have been very good to you. But I want to ask you this too, Nick. Already looking ahead to the semifinals in Rodeo Houston, what is that game plan for you? I know it's still a little over a week or so away before you get into those semifinals, but what's going to be that game plan when you show back up in Houston, trying to obviously advance on out of the semifinals to the finals?
Yeah, it's going to be calm, cool, and collected, and just know that we're riding good right now, and hopefully it all works out and make the best of the opportunity and go from there, I guess.
As I mentioned, you've got a little bit of time before the semifinals. We're looking at it right now. You won over $5,300 to lead Super Series #1. Tanner Ross and Garrett Shadbolt and Cole Franks were right in there behind you. But I got to know, Nick, what do you do between now and then? Or you've got a couple other rodeos that you're going to. What are you doing to be ready for those semifinals when you get down there?
Yes, sir. I'm going to Arcadia, Florida, and then the Cinch World's Toughest in Columbia, South Carolina this coming weekend. And then I guess probably just hang out in Lipan, Texas, and get ready for Houston.
Well, I guess so. Whatever it is you're doing, just keep doing it, my friend, because not only the season's going well for you, but obviously Rodeo Houston going well also. Thanks for joining us here on the show, and good luck the rest of the year, and good luck at Rodeo Houston when you head back down there for the semifinals.
Thank you. I appreciate it.